Welcome back to another on-base baseball video. My name is Brian Haferkamp, and I'm the designer and creator of On-Base Baseball. In this game, I'm going to be playing something a little bit different. This is something I'm codenaming Dog Days Baseball, as in the dog days of summer. Um, it's a little bit more of a traditional cards and dice game. Lots of charts. You can see here we have our pitch count charts. I've created some new base running charts. So we got double plays, extra bases, steals, tag ups for deep fly balls and medium fly balls both. Make sure that's still in the shot. And on this side we have our sort of general outs and hits. If there's a batter or pitcher card, and then if there's an error card, you would consult that chart. And on the back side, we have sort of our special manager plays, which we have these cards here that you can use to do different things. You can steal, hit and run, bring the infield in. You can lay down different kinds of bunts, sack bunt, or try to bunt for a hit, or try to do a squeeze bunt. I've tried to increase the card size just a little bit. Before they were pretty small, so they're a little bit easier to handle right now. I'm anticipating these in a production game being full poker card size cards, just so that they're easier to shuffle and sort of deal with. But we have our infield in, so if you're playing the infield in, these are all the possible plays. There's lots of different stuff that can happen. You can have a ground ball where you go 6-2 on the put out with a throwing error. It's not a 6-2 put out, but it's a 6-2 play where you're throwing home, and there's an error on the shortstop on the throw home. There's all types of ground ball double plays and fielder's choice, and then obviously things can happen when people are on the bases. On a hit and run, we have lots of different plays, and then these are our 3 bunts. So the players are not graded out by bunting skill, but this is sort of taken from averages across the league as far as sacrifice bunts and squeezes and things like that. So try to think about all the things you could possibly do. You can even hit into a double play, pop up into a double play, to the you can pop up into a 2-6 double play, or a 1-6 double play. There's some errors in here. There's fielder's choices. There's a strikeout with a unassisted double play for the or fielder's choice for the catcher. There's all kinds of different things that can happen in here. So this is probably the most detailed game that I've created. Typically, I'm asking you to fill in the detail, but in this game, I'm actually taking the tact of giving you a lot of the detail. But although a lot of it is still kind of this or that, right? So this fly ball is pulled to left field or right field. So depending on the batter, what is the batter's handedness, and what is the pitcher's handedness if he's a switch hitter. So there's a lot of variation in the game, actually, and hopefully that makes it fun to play. I've sort of gone through the charts and corrected some of the errors. There's an error here, and corrected some of the things. I also, if you'll notice on the outs and you've watched the other games, I've taken away the strikeouts in there were 2 strikeouts, like 25% of the outs were strikeouts, and that was really elevating the Ks because you're getting strikeouts here as well off of the count cards. So I needed to find some way to bring down those strikeouts just a little bit, and I think I managed to do that, because you can get Ks through here as well. So there are different ways to get plenty of strikeouts. I didn't need to add more to the mix. In fact, I could probably take away the ones from the I could take away these, and probably it still would be okay. Like if you wanted to not have those outs and you wanted to play some classic seasons where pitchers just didn't strike people out as much as they do these days, then you could just totally eliminate strikeouts here as well. These are based off of 1986. So the data was taken from the 1986 season on the counts. So that's, so a lot of people consider that like a sort of a middle of the road time for baseball. I'm realizing that I did not put down. We have our scorecard here. We're going to be playing a game between the 1980 Milwaukee Brewers, and they're going to be in the Bronx against the Yankees. I realized I didn't put down their batting handedness, so let me go ahead and do that real fast, and then I'll come right back. All right, now we got their batting sides settled out. It's going to be for Milwaukee. It'll be Molitor leading off, Robin Yount hitting second, Cecil Cooper hitting third, Gorman Thomas in center field is batting fourth, Ben Ogilvy in left, Don Money at third, Dick Davis in right field, Jim Gantner at second base. He's hitting eighth, and then the ninth place hitter is Buck Martinez, the catcher. For New York, it's going to be Willie Randolph. Leading off, Bobby Mercer hitting second. Oscar Gamble is in right field hitting third. The great Reggie Jackson is the DH in this one, hitting fourth. Greg Nettles, at third base. Jim Spencer hitting sixth at first. Rupert Jones in center. Rick Cerrone is the catcher. And then Bucky Dent is going to be our shortstop in this one. Pitching for Milwaukee is going to be Moose Haas. He is a right-hander. He has a B rating. I think he was just into the B, which is a 3.5 to 4.25 FIP. And pitching for New York is going to be Ron Guidry, who was just in the A, which is 0 to 3.5 on his FIP. He's lefty. All right, so I'm going to keep this off to the side just so that I can show you the game components and how they're going to all work together. So let's keep this here. And hopefully we have enough room here with our cards to just flip them a little bit. Every little half-inch counts when you're on this screen. And hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Everybody's plugged in. All right, and this is Dog Days Baseball. So what you do is you want to flip a card here to start the at-bat, unless you're using some sort of one of the manager cards. There's nothing to do yet. Nobody's on base. The game hasn't started. So there's nothing to do. You need to roll 2d10. So I'm using the on-base advanced dice roller, which has 2d10s. So what we do is we roll. We got a 2-1 count here. We find our 2-1 count. That's right here. We roll. It's a 55. 55 is between 33 and 58. So that's going to be a hit for Paul Molitor. Now we need to decide what kind of hit is it. Paul Molitor is he's a B batter. So these are your batting ratings, and these are your running ratings. Those are based off of batting runs. The batting is based off of batting runs. So if you're familiar with on-base baseball, it's the same scale, just given a letter. And then for the running scale, it is based off of the speed rating, just like on-base baseball, just put on an A through D scale. So it's the same exact ratings. You can rate the players these same exact ways. You can use the same roster sheets that you already have if you purchase on-base advanced or on-base. And so Molitor is a B. So this is going to be a hit. We need to roll a 53. So Molitor is a B, and we go to our hits chart. Molitor is a B, and that's a 53. A B53 is going to be a single grounded to the opposite field. So that's going to be a base hit to the right side for Paul Molitor. So Molitor at first base. Let's go and try a hit and run and just get everything going for Milwaukee. So we flip over, we go to our hit and run chart. No need to do anything. You can plop down the old hit and run card if you want to. So that if you're playing against an opponent, we have two sets of these manager cards. So if you're playing against someone, you can sort of put that down so everybody knows what's going on. So it's going to be the hit and run. Robin Yount is a B batter, so we're going to be looking in this column to find out what happens. We roll, and it's a B77. 73 to 80 is going to be a ground ball to the opposite field, to the first baseman or the third baseman, whatever is the opposite field for the batter. He's a right-hander, so that's a grounder to first. And because the runner is in motion, he's going to make it to second base on the fielder's choice. So Molitor does his job. He makes contact, and that's going to be 3-1 on the putout, and that's out number 1. But we do have a runner in scoring position now, and it will be Cecil Cooper to the plate. He's a left-hander. So we have a 7, and our card is a 1-2 pitch. So a 1-2 and a 7 is going to be a strikeout for Guidry. So he strikes out Cooper with a man in scoring position. We can turn this back over because this is the side you're going to use the most with the outs and the hits. Flip the card again. The 0-0 pitch is a 53. 53 just misses a home run. That's going to be an out, 53 to 98. And so we roll again. Gorman Thomas is the batter. He's a C batter. So we go C08. And that's going to be a line drive to the second baseman or the shortstop. So it's a line drive to the opposite side of the field. And he's a right-handed batter. So it's going to be a line out to the second baseman. And that's it for the first inning for Milwaukee. They do get one runner in scoring position, but they can't bring him home. And so that's going to bring up the Yankees in the bottom of the first. Still no score. So this is going to be a 3-2 pitch to Willie Randolph, who is a B batter. We'll keep that in the back of our minds. A 57 is going to be a hit, so Randolph is a B. So we're looking at B51, and that's going to be a single grounded to the opposite field, just like Molitor. He gets on with a ground ball single. Now, Willie Randolph is a B speed, so we're just going to go ahead and steal outright. Outright. We're going to steal outright. No hit and run here. Bobby Mercer's a C batter, so I'd rather take my chances with Willie Randolph stealing. And sorry, it used to be on that side, but now it's not. So I'm getting used to my new setup here. So all of our base running plays are going to be on this side. So we just do a steal. Randolph is a B runner. So we look at our steals. He's a B, and it's a 95. 82 to 95 is no throw. So he gets in safely without a throw, and that's going to be a steal for Willie Randolph. So Randolph at second base with nobody out. And let's go back to our count chart because we use that. It is Bobby Mercer. He's a lefty. That's a 2-2 pitch. And a 5 for a 2-2 is going to be a strikeout. So Mercer strikes out with one in scoring position. And that'll be out number 1. Oscar Gamble to the plate now. He is a B batter. The 0-1 pitch is a 5. That's going to be back-to-back strikeouts for Moose Haas. And Reggie Jackson stands in. First pitch to Jackson is an 18. 18 is going to be a walk. That's an error there. That should be 18 to 26. I'm just marking these down so I can clean everything up a little bit. But that's going to be a walk for Reggie Jackson. And it'll be runners at first and second now. Randolph at second base, Jackson at first for Greg Nettles. That's a 0-1 pitch. It's a 24. 24 is going to be just in the K zone. And Moose Haas strikes out the side. And the Yankees leave 2 on in the first inning. It's going to be still no score as we head to the top of the second. Ogilvy, Money, and Dick Davis coming up for Milwaukee. First pitch to Ben Ogilvy is a 48. 48 is going to be enough for a hit. Ogilvy is an A batter. So A10 is a line drive single right up the middle. So he squares it up, and he'll be at first base with nobody out. Brings up Don Money. Money is a B hitter. Let's go ahead and do a hit and run with Money. And Maybe Milwaukee like to hit and run. I'm not sure. But we're going to do it in this game. So we're going to say B81, and that might be really good. Fly ball pulled to left or right field, so not quite enough. You want low numbers for the hits here. But B81 is going to be a fly ball pulled to left or right field. He's a right-hander, so that's going to be pulled to the left fielder, and the left fielder is Bobby Mercer, and he'll make the play. Runner scoots back to first base on the hit and run, and that will bring up Dick Davis. So pitcher card here, and we roll, and then our pitcher is Ron Guidry. He's an A pitcher, so we have a 17. So we go to the pitcher chart here. We say A17. That's going to be a hit. 1 to 17 is a hit on the A pitcher. So we look back to our batter, who is Dick Davis. He's a C batter. We go C19 on the hits, and that's going to be a line drive to center field too. So that's going to be a base knock. That puts a runner at first and second base. So 2 on, 1 out, and it's Jim Gantner to the plate. 2-2 pitch to Gantner. It's a 37. On a 2-2 pitch, it's going to be a walk, so he loses them. And that's going to be bases loaded now for Milwaukee. So 3 on, 1 out, and it is Buck Martinez, the catcher. It's a 1-1 pitch, and a 1-1 is a 73. 73 is going to be an out. So let's see what kind of out. Martinez is a D batter, so a D15 is a line drive to first or third base, to the opposite side. He's a right-handed batter, so it's going to be a line out to the first baseman, and that's out number 2. Guidry, very close to getting out of this bases loaded situation. This one is going to go to the batter, so this is Paul Molitor. And Molitor is a B batter, so we go B60. B60 is just into the out range. And then we say B92 on the out, and that's going to be a pop-up to the third baseman. So we go P5 on the putout, and Molitor can't come through there as Milwaukee gets the bases loaded and comes up empty. Still no scores. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It'd be Jim Spencer, Rupert Jones, and Rick Cerrone to the plates. This is going to go to the pitcher. Our pitcher is Moose Haas, who is a B. So we say B71. 71 is going to be an out. So let's figure out what kind of out. Cerrone is a C batter, so C82 is a fly ball pulled to deep left center field, or right center field, I'm sorry. He's a left-handed batter, Jim Spencer. And that's going to be a fly ball to, let's say, the right fielder, and that's out number 1. He hits it well, but comes up short of a home run. Back to the pitcher, it's going to be a B7. This will be a hit off the pitcher's chart. And so we say Rupert Jones is a D batter, and we say D82 is a double. So it's a long fly ball to center field, and it one hops the wall over the center fielder, and that's going to be a 2-bagger for Rupert Jones. Rick Cerrone now the batter. 1 out with a runner in scoring position. Here's the 1-1 count. It's a 3-3. A 3-3 is going to be a hit, and that's a base hit for Rick Cerrone. Let's see, he's a 56, a C56. That's going to be a single to the opposite field. So Cerrone singles. That pushes the runner to third base. He's a B runner, so let's go ahead and try to score him from second base. The runner is Rupert Jones coming in from second base. And we have an extra base chart here that we can use for taking extra bases, because normally they just go as many bases as the hit requires, right? So a single is 1 base. Unless you see an asterisk here, that would be 1 extra base for the batter, or if there are 2 asterisks, like here, that's a 2-base error. So we're going to roll against this chart. Rupert Jones's speed is a B. And so we say B18, and he's going to be safe at the plate. So the Yankees take the lead on the RBI single from Rick Cerone. 1-0 New York. It is the bottom of the second inning. And New York has a runner at first base with 1 out, and it's Bucky Dent to the plate. The 0-0 count, this is going to be an out, I believe, a 71. 71 is going to be an out, and Dent is a C batter, so C78 is a fly ball pull to deep left field, and so that's going to be an out to left. Not going to chance it with Cerrone's speed, so we'll just kind of leave him there at first base, and that will bring up Willie Randolph. The 2-0 pitch to Randolph is a 22. A 22 is going to be a walk, so he loses. Haas loses him with the walk. That will push the runner to second base. So runners at first and second, 2 outs, and it is Bobby Mercer batting for the Yankees. There's a 3-0 pitch. A 3-0 and an 87 is just into the out range. So Mercer is way ahead in the count, but he makes the out. He's going to be a C batter, so C12 will be a line drive. So he hits it hard, rips it to the third baseman, and the third baseman is Don Money. He makes the play, snags it for the out, saves a run, but the Yankees do get 1 on the RBI single from Ron Cerone, and that's going to be, or Rick Cerone, I'm sorry, and it's going to be 1-0 New York as we head to the top of the third inning. Leading off for Milwaukee will be Robin Yount, then Cooper, then Gorman Thomas. So there's a 1-0 count to Robin Yount, and that's a 57. 57 is going to be just into the out. He just misses a home run there. An 81 to a B batter is B81, and that will be a fly ball to deep center field. So he just gets under it, and that will be out number 1 as Yount flies out to center. Up next is Cecil Cooper. Cooper struck out in his last at bat. First pitch to Cooper is going to be a base hit, and a 26 to an A batter. So A26 will be a single line drive to the opposite field. As a left-handed batter, that's a base knock to left. So Cecil Cooper on first with Gorman Thomas coming up to the plate. Guidry pitching for the Yankees. Is an 0-2 pitch. 29. 29 is going to be a strikeout. So Guidry gets Thomas with the K. And that's out number 2. Runner at first base with 2 outs. And we're going to go and get the runner started. And let's just do a hit and run here with Mint Ogilvy. Ogilvy is an A batter, so we have a good opportunity here. You can see here that this is sort of our cutoff for our hits on our hit and run. A batters have a 1 to 30 chance of, so that's a 31% chance, 310 average of getting a hit, 20 to 80 average, to 460 average, 220 average for D batters. So that's how you can kind of think about this in terms of batting average. So it's 1 out of 31. I know it says 30, but when you count the 1, it's really 31. So it's about a 310 average that you have for an A batter. So it's worth taking the shot to get that runner moving. So this is going to be Ogilvy. Ogilvy singled in his last at bat. He's got a runner at first. Cecil Cooper is going to be off, and it's a 72. So this is going to be an out. So we go A72. And that's going to be a ground ball to the opposite field, to either first or third. So that's a hot shot grounder to the third baseman. And the third baseman is, who is that? Greg Nettles. And he makes the play over to first. Jim Spencer squeezes it for the out, and the Yankees are out of the third. No runs, 1 hit and 1 left on for Milwaukee. And so you can see there's quite a bit of strategy that you can employ trying to get guys moving and get a little bit of action on the bases in this game. We have bottom of the third inning. The Yankees are 1-0. It'll be Gamble, Jackson, and Nettles, heart of the order for the Bombers. Here is a batter card. Our batter is a B. It's Oscar Gamble. So B16 is going to be a base knock. And then we say B03, and that'll be a ground ball or a line drive pulled to the right field. Right fielder picks it up cleanly and gets it back in. That's going to be a single for Oscar Gamble, solid single. First pitch to Reggie is an out. So Reggie's going to be an A batter, and that's A37. A37 is going to be a ground ball 5-4-3 or a ground ball 5-3. Now, I put in some of these automatic double plays just for situations like this. So we have a runner at first, nobody out, and that's going to be Jackson hitting into a 5-4-3 double play. So just like that, the bases are cleared, and Greg Nettles stands in with 2 outs. Pitcher card, it's a B31. B31 will be a strikeout as Greg Nettles goes down for the second time in this game with a K. So the Yankees get 1 on, but he's erased with a double play. And still 1-0 New York as we head to the top of the 4th. For Milwaukee, it's going to be Don Money, Dick Davis, and Jim Gantner. 1-0 pitch. A 29 is going to be a hit. So 89, B89, this could be real trouble. B89 is going to be a home run. A line drive to the opposite field. That's going to be Dick Money tying the ball game with the solo bomb. And we're tied at 1. So Milwaukee comes back. Don Money with the solo home run to right center field. And we are at 1 apiece. Next batter up is Dick Davis. He's going to make an out. What kind of out? He's a C batter, so a C18 is a ground ball pulled to first or third base. As a right-handed batter, that's pulled to third base. And the third baseman is Nettles. He's going to make the play over to first, and Spencer puts it away for the out. 1 down and 1 already in for Milwaukee. Jim Gantner to the plate. Here's a 3-1 count. A 3-1, a 92 is going to be an out, so way ahead in the count, but still makes the out. A C64 will be a fly ball to medium center field. That's a can of corn for the center fielder, Rupert Jones, and that's going to be 2 outs. And brings up Buck Martinez with 2 down and nobody on base. Martinez is in his last at bat lined out to the first baseman. See what happens here. First pitch to him. That's a 34. That's going to be a hit for Martinez. He is a D. D16 is going to be a line drive single to center field as Martinez gets a hold of that pitch. Came up looking fastball and didn't miss. So runner at first base. 1 in already in the inning and 2 down for Milwaukee. Paul Molitor to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Popped out in his last at bat. There's a 1-0. 68 is going to be an out. And so Molitor is a B. B47 on the out is a ground ball. 4-3 is what we're going to say. So we're going to go second baseman to first baseman, and that's out number 3. And we have a tie ball game. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Milwaukee ties it up in the top, and we're at 1-1 here in the Bronx playing Dog Days baseball. For New York, it's going to be Jim Spencer, Rupert Jones, and Rick Cerrone coming up. That's going to be a walk, and so anytime you get a walk card, there's no chart or anything. You just give them the old walk. And so we got a runner at first base with Rupert Jones at the plate. Here's a first pitch to Jones. That's a 79. That's going to be an out. And a 51. Jones is a D batter, so we say D51, and that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. With nobody out, it's a 4-6-3 double play. So just like that, they roll up another double play, and that is really killing the Yankees, hitting into the double plays. 2 consecutive innings now, one to second base, one to third base around the horn, and just killing the Yankees. So Rick Cerrone stands in. He's 1 for 1. He is a C batter. This one's going to go to the pitcher, so we say a B37 because Moose Haas is a B pitcher, B-rated pitcher, so that's going to be a strikeout for Haas, and he will end the inning. So the Yankees get a runner on, but double them up, and they don't score in the bottom of the fourth. So we go to the top of the fifth. Milwaukee is tied 1-1 with New York. Good game here as they are playing in the Bronx. This was played on July 23rd, 1980. Here's a hit card. So Yount is a B83. This is going to be a home run. This is a line drive pulled into the left field stands, and Yount puts Milwaukee ahead for the moment with a solo bomb. And we're looking at Cecil Cooper now. Cooper is 1 for 2 with a single. 2-0 count is a 25. A 25 is going to be a walk. So a little bit of trouble here for Guidry. But he's looking at Gorman Thomas with nobody out and one on. There's the 0-1 pitch to Thomas. 59 is going to be an out. An 86 to a C batter. So C86 is a foul out down the left field line. So he pulls it down the left field line, and just as he gets to the wall, he makes the play. That's going to be the left fielder, Bobby Mercer. So nice play in left, and the runner's going to stay at first. So he gets it back to the infield quickly. There's an 0-1 count. A 66, that's going to be an out. And a 43, A43. A43 will be a ground ball 6-4-3 on the double play. And with one out, that's going to be an ending double play as Ben Ogilvy shoots it the other way, but he hits it hard right to the shortstop. And the shortstop is Bucky Dent. He starts the play, and it's Dent to Randolph to Spencer, and that will end the fifth inning. The Yount home run, though, causes some damage, and that puts Milwaukee up 2-1 in this one as Moose Haas still in the game. I don't plan to remove any pitchers in this one. I'm still working on just getting everything ironed out here. So all the pitchers are going 9 innings regardless. Okay, so it's a 1-0 count for Bucky Dent. Bucky Dent is 0 for 1. He flied out to left in his first at bat. That's a 50 on an 0-1 count. That's just into the hit range. Just misses a home run. That's a C09, and I don't want to say Bucky Dent and home run in the same sentence too many times for the Boston faithful out there. So C9 is a line drive. C9. C9 is a line drive pulled to left field. So he wraps it clean single to left, and Bucky Dent is standing at first. There's a 1-2 pitch to Willie Randolph. 93 on a 1-2 pitch is going to be an out. 52, Randolph is a B, so we say B52 on the out. And that's going to be a ground ball to the opposite side, either second base or shortstop. So he's a right-handed batter, and that's going to be to second base. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll for the old double play. So we don't have an automatic double play, but we do have a double play chart. So if you get into this situation, I suppose you could take the automatic out at first if you wanted to, but let's roll for the double play. For Randolph, who is a B batter, it's a 1-30 chance for a double play. 1-92 chance or 93 chance. 1-92 chance for a fielder's choice or double play. And then, there's like a 5% chance that both runners are going to be safe So we roll off of the batter, Willie Randolph, and it's a B79. So B79 is going to be a fielder's choice. So Randolph beats it out at first, and that's going to be a fielder's choice at second. And Randolph will be standing at first with the 4-6 fielder's choice is what we'll call it, as they can't get out the speedy Willie Randolph on a slowly hit ball to second. So that means there's one out, and Willie Randolph at first. Let's go ahead and try to steal with him again. Get our base chart out here, and we'll just say we're going to steal with him. And so that's going to be a 43. He's a B. B43 is going to be safe. So Randolph with his second stolen base. And a runner is in scoring position with only one out for Bobby Mercer. So we got a 6 on our roll. And we have a count card of 0-2. The 0-2 count, a 6 is going to be a K. So Mercer, again, with an opportunity to help the Yankees, comes up with a strikeout. And so that leaves it for Oscar Gamble. 3-4 to Gamble, who this is a 1-2 pitch. 1-2 pitch at 34 is going to be a walk. Or I'm sorry, it's going to be a strikeout. So Moose Haas bears down and gets the Yankees in this one, as the Yankees get a man in scoring position, but they can't bring him around. And so that's going to be 3 down for New York in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. It's 2-1 Milwaukee, and it will be the middle of the order: Don Money, Dick Davis, and Jim Gantner. 2-1 count. There's a 73. 73 will be an out. And B68 on the out will be a fly ball to center field. So a can of corn there for the center fielder, Rupert Jones. That's one out. And it'll be Dick Davis to the plate. He gets the batter advantage card, and it's going to be a C44. C44, not much of an advantage for him, as he gets the strikeout. And so we're going to go to Jim Gantner with 2 down and nobody on. And that's going to be an out from Gantner, who is a C batter. So C42 is a single. Not that. C42 is here. Grounded to the second base or the shortstop. So it's going to be 6-3 on the putout. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6-3 on the putout. So 1-2-3 goes Milwaukee in the 6th inning. Guidry settled in nicely there. Both pitchers have pitched very well in this one. It's a 2-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We're in the Bronx. New York with the middle of their order coming up. It'll be Jackson, Nettles, and Jim Spencer. So Reggie gets a hit. That's going to be an A39. A39 is going to be a single ground ball right up the middle. And so that's going to be a base knock for Reggie. That's his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. So Jackson at first. This is going to go to the batter. A C40. C40, and that's going to be a strikeout for Greg Nettles. That's his 3rd strikeout. So he is on a roll. And that brings up Jim Spencer. Spencer is 0 for 1. He does have a walk. There's a 3-2 pitch. 3-2 at 55 is going to be a hit. And he is a C. So a C27 is good for a single, a line drive to the opposite field. So line drive to right. And that will put Jackson at second base. So 2 on, 1 out, and it's Rupert Jones to the plate. First pitch to Jones is a 63. 63 is an out. A 16 for a D batter is a D16, and that will be a line drive to first or third base, the opposite field. So that's going to be a line out to the third baseman. And the third baseman there is Don Money, and he has money on the play as he makes the second out. And I got 2 on the pond for Rick Cerrone. Cerrone is 1 for 2 in this game with a single. First pitch to Cerrone is a 90. That's going to be an out. And Cerrone is a C. So a C43 will be a grounder to second or short. And that's going to be a grounder to second base as he's a right-handed batter. So the third out of the inning means that the Yankees don't score. We're still 2-1. Milwaukee as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Getting close to needing a shuffle here, but let's go ahead and finish it out. This is going to go to the pitcher, Guidry. It's Buck Martinez at the plate. Guidry is an A, so an A10 is good for a hit for Martinez. It's going to be his second hit of the day. C81 could be real trouble, as that's going to be a double to the opposite field as he goes into right center. And that's going to be a 2-bagger for Buck Martinez. 2 for 3 on the day is the catcher hitting out of the 9th spot. There's a 1-1 count. And this is to Paul Molitor, the 1-1 count. A 13 is going to be a strikeout as Guidry comes back and gets the dangerous Molitor. So 1 down and runner at second base is where we're sitting. Let me give these cards a shuffle. Okay, our cards are shuffled and ready to go. It is the 7th inning, 1 out, and a runner at second base. Up for Milwaukee is going to be Robin Yount. There's a 2-1 count. A 2-1 with a 7 is going to be a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for Ron Guidry as he is closer to getting out of this mess. Cecil Cooper to the plate. Looking for the big hit, Milwaukee is. First pitch to Cooper is going to be an out. And that's 29. So an A29 will be a ground ball. Pulled to the first baseman. He's going to take it to first himself. And that's going to be the third out of the inning. So Milwaukee gets a man to second. Can't bring him home. And they still lead 2-1, but we're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Bucky Dent, Willie Randolph, and Bobby Mercer. So I'm going to turn it back over to the top of the lineup. Bucky Dent 1 for 2 in this game. Here's a 3-1 count, and it's a 46. 46 is going to be a walk to Bucky Dent as he gets on for the second time today. And he'll be at first base for Willie Randolph. Randolph got on with the fielder's choice his last time up. First pitch to Willie is going to be a strikeout as Moose Haas comes back and gets the K for out number 1. Bobby Mercer to the plate. This is going to be to the pitcher. Pitcher Haas is a B. B11 will be a hit, so it's a hit for Bobby Mercer. And he's a C. C66 will be a double, a line drive to center field as he rips one over the center fielder's head. It's going to one-hop the wall. And that's going to put Bucky Dent into third base, and that will be a double for Bobby Mercer. So trouble now for Moose Haas as he has a 1-run lead, but he's got 2 in scoring position with only 1 out. Let's go ahead and walk Reggie. No, let's pitch to Oscar Gamble. Let's do that. Not going to walk him. Okay, so it's a pitcher. B53. B53 is going to be a hit by pitch. So he gets that 1 number there. And he plunks them. That's going to push the runners that's going to load the bases. So bases loaded for Reggie Jackson. Nowhere to put the big slugger. And here's a 1-1 count. A 1-1 count, a 9. That's going to be a huge strikeout for Moose Haas as he gets Reggie swinging. And 2 down now. Craig Nettles coming to the plate. And this is going to be to the pitcher. It'll be a B49. B49 is a walk, and he walks in the tying run. So tough play. He just misses the plate. And that's going to be an RBI for Craig Nettles as Bucky Dent comes in to score on the walk. So a tough one there in the 7th inning. We're tied at 2. Bases are still loaded, but 2 outs now. And Jim Spencer to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Spencer. That's going to be a 98. That's going to be an error, a huge play. And we have our error chart here. We roll, and it's a 63. So that will be a fielding error on the left fielder, as the left fielder is Ben Ogilvy, and he commits the error in left, and that's just a killer, as that's going to allow the run to score from third. That'll be Bobby Mercer coming in on the error, and one base error, and the Yankees take a 3-1 lead on the error. What a huge play in the game. Base is still loaded. Here's a 1-2 count. 1-2 with the 62 is going to be an out. So a 96 to Rupert Jones. D96 is not a home run. D96 will be a pop out to the third baseman. And so we say P5 on the put out. But the Yankees do get two in the bottom of the seventh inning, and they take a 3-1 lead over Milwaukee. Let's see if Milwaukee has a little counter punch left in them. They have their order coming up: Gorman Thomas, Ben Ogilvy, and Don Money. 2-1 pitch. It's a 71. That's going to be an out. 55, C55 on the out will be a ground ball to first or third base to the opposite side. So that's going to be a grounder to first. There's a little flip to the pitcher, and that's going to be out number one. Ben Ogilvy up now. A 2-2 count, and that will be 10. 10 is going to be a K right at the top edge of the K, and Guidry gets another strikeout, and that's going to be 2 down. It'll be Don Money to the plate. Money already with a solo home run. He's 1 for 3. Here's a 2-2 count, and a 43 is going to be a hit for Money. Not going to be a home run this time. B16 will be a single, a line drive right up the middle, as Money connects solidly on that one. He's 2 for 4 on the day. Dick Davis to the plate. Davis 1 for 3. Here's a 3-2 count. A 45 is going to be a walk. So Guidry loses him, and that's going to be 2 batters on with 2 outs. Jim Gantner is going to stand in. Gantner is 0 for 2. First pitch to Gantner is going to be an out, and that'll be a C75. So C75 will be a fly ball to the opposite field. So he hits this one to right field. Left field. The left fielder is Bobby Mercer, and he'll make the play for the third out of the inning. So Milwaukee threatens with 2 on and 2 out and can't bring a run home. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-2 New York over Milwaukee. This game was played July 23rd, 1980. For New York, first up is going to be Rick Cerrone, and then Bucky Dent, and then Willie Randolph back to the top of the order. Here's the 1-1 count. 78 is going to be an out, I believe. Yep. So it's a C14 on the out, and that'll be a line drive to the first baseman. So we go L3 on the putout, and that brings up Bucky Dent. Bucky Dent having a good day. He is 1 for 2. He scored a run. So that's going to be a 1-0 count, and a 16 is going to be a walk. Second straight walk for Bucky Dent. He's at first with 1 out, and we go back to the top of the order with Willie Randolph. The 0-1 count, 57 is going to be an out for Randolph. Randolph is a B batter, so B91 on the out is going to be a fly out down the right field line. Looks like it's hooking foul, but it stays fair, and that's going to be out number 2 as the right fielder, Dick Davis, makes the play right at the wall. And it's going to be Bobby Mercer to the plate. He had a double and a single, or scored last time. First pitch to Mercer is going to be another hit. So a 49, C49 will be a ground ball right up the middle. And that's going to put Bucky Dent at second base. So a little bit station to station here. Dent is a D batter or a D runner. Don't really want to chance it with him. Oscar Gamble is to the plate. He got hit by pitches last at bat. He's 1 for 3. This is going to be the advantage to the batter. This is a B31. B31 is going to be a strikeout. So that's the third out of the inning. The Yankees don't score. They get 2 on with 2 outs, and they can't get the big hit. And so we head to the top of the 9th inning. 3-2 is our ball game. New York over Milwaukee. It will be Buck Martinez and then back to the top of the order. So exactly what Milwaukee is wanting here. Martinez makes the out. It's a D37. D37 would be a ground ball pulled to the shortstop. So it's going to be a 6-3 on the out. And Paul Molitor to the plate. Oh, we get a walk with Molitor. So there's a base runner. So 1 on and 1 out. And we're going to go ahead and try to steal with Paul Molitor. Molitor is a B. So anything 1 to 57, he's going to be safe outright. He also gets another, it's probably like a 1 to 70% chance for him to steal second. So we got our steal card here. I'm going to steal with him. It's a 45. That's in our 1 to 47 range. So he's going to be safe at second base with the stolen base. And now there's a runner at scoring position for Robin Yount with 1 out. 53 is our roll. And let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so 0-0 count. He just misses a home run. 53 there. That would have been huge. Instead, it's an out. It's a B53. And that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman or the shortstop. That'll be to second base. So we're going to go 4-3 on the putout. That'll be out number 2. The runner does get to third base on the fielder's choice. 2 down now. Top of the 9th inning. Milwaukee's down 1 run, and they have a runner at third base for Cecil Cooper. And let's see what kind of magic we have here. That's off the pitcher card. This is Ron Guidry is an A. A98 is an out. You can see there he just missed the wild pitch by 1 in a balk. So that would have been huge. So this is an out. An A4 on the out is a line drive. He scalds it, but he hits it right at the third baseman. I mean the first baseman. So we're going to go line drive to 3, and that was an exciting ball game as New York takes this one 3-2 on the strength of an error in left field. So the error goes to Ben Ogilvy, and that costs Milwaukee the game as they lose this one 3-2. But this is Dog Days Baseball, a new game that I have created. It's still a work in progress. It's still kind of being fleshed out, but it's basically ready for people to demo and try out. And if you'd like to do that, send me an email to onbasebaseball@gmail.com. If you have any questions or comments about the game itself, you can just leave them in the comments section below, and I'll get back to them as quickly as I can, usually within the same day. But this is the full setup of the game. You can play with 2 actual D10 dice, so nothing crazy here. I just like to use the online roller, especially. I don't have 2 D10 dice, but I like to use the online roller as well, just for convenience sake. So the Yankees win this one 3-2 behind strong pitching performance by both pitchers. You can see there was no home runs for the Yankees, but we did have a solo home run from Yount, a solo home run from Don Money, and those were the 2 Milwaukee runs. New York got an RBI single from Rick Cerone. They got they didn't score there. They got an RBI walk. So Nettles took the bases loaded walk, and then we had an error that brought in another run. Is that right? We had a walk. And on the error, who came in? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to look at that again. I'll have to play out that inning. No, we started here. So Dent came in on the walk, and Mercer came in on the error. So that is correct. And then closed out the game there, 3-2. So a good game, good ball game between two good teams from the 1980s. And like I said, if you want access to this, you can just email me, and I'll be happy to send you what I have, and you can try it out and give me your thoughts on the game. All right. I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.